What's up, y'all? It's Mr. 6'8" in the house, back at you with a new video. Look, I am all wash face. I ain't got no glamour on and all that good stuff because, I'm trying to multitask and be a boss myself. But speaking of being bosses, have y'all seen Pinky Cole, founder of the Slutty Vegan, okay, which is well known in ATL as well as by a lot of celebrities? She made the news today because of the fact that she's a Clark Atlanta University alumni, and she made during a commencement speech, which I'm going to show you here in a few, that she will be giving out to every graduate an LLC because of the fact that she did not have a plan herself, but everybody else will have the opportunity basically to go out and be entrepreneurs and CEOs and owners of their own businesses. Now, here's where the problem comes in. That I'm gonna show you the clip. We're gonna get into it. Take a look. It's Mr. 6'8" coming back at your new video. Hit it.
Borrow bank to provide every single graduate in this audience with a new LLC and a path to entrepreneurship. Every single graduate in this audience will leave this stadium as a business owner.
Come on, sister. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I don't think y'all heard what I said. Every single graduate will walk away with their own business.
Come on now.
I didn't have no plan, but I'm going to make sure that you do.
Come on, sister.
Okay, so y'all see that, right? So basically, she had everybody up on their feet saying that she's going to give LLCs to all of the graduates. Hoopra, hoopra, okay? But as usual, okay, the people are never happy. So Shade Room posted a video, and the video got like 4 million views. And then on top of that, here it is, okay? And I can kind of see what people would sit here and make a comment like the one that I'm about to sit here and piggyback off of. But people were saying that what's the point of giving people an LLC, which you can pay like $100 to $200 to get it, okay, if they're not going to do anything with it. Then other people wrote, well, everybody isn't meant for entrepreneurship or being business owners. Now, at first, I kind of felt some kind of way because I was like, well, the black people especially are never satisfied. It's always an issue. No matter what somebody tries to do, the better their community, which I do agree with that. Okay, it's always an issue. Black people will never be satisfied. But on the other token, not just to make it a black or white thing, but if you don't have a business plan or an ideal as far as what you want to do with an LLC, I can see why people would feel some kind of way as far as, saying that, oh, she's just giving basically, she's paying for documentation and say people got their own business, and I guess it's up to you to put whatever, name that you want to put beside it as far as what you want that business to sit here and be. I get that. I understand it. Cool. But I also get the fact that now that people have mentioned it in the comments on the Shade Room, which really got me to sit here and thinking, is everybody meant to be a business owner or entrepreneur? Coming from somebody myself who works a 9-to-5, who has been trying to work on their own brand, I do feel like that everybody in this life is not meant to be a business owner. Just because of the fact that it worked out for somebody, just because of the fact that somebody else was able to put in the work and get to this level of, financial independence and stuff, don't have to answer to nobody or the higher powers that be on whatever, company they work for in a 9-to-5. It does not mean that other people, everybody out here in the planet is meant to be business owners. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. Okay, when it comes to entrepreneurship, you got to take into accountability overhead costs. You got to take into accountability as far as managing other people, okay, under you, making sure that those people get paid. Okay, if you have people that work for you, you got to sit here and take into accountability that you're not, pretty much digging a hole for yourself, meaning that if you are just only breaking even, okay, and you 5 or 6 years in the business and you trying to sit here and pay the business from your own pocket and not really profiting anything, and now your finances and accounting is all off, it doesn't really make sense. It's not really for the faint of heart. You got to really be strategic about what it is that you are trying to accomplish when it comes to being a business owner. So I understood how some people can feel some kind of way saying that, oh, there could have been better things that she could have partnered up with this bank that she partnered up with to sit here and give out written documentation saying that you are officially a business owner. And I guess basically, just from my understanding, because I don't know exactly how the process works, you would just have to put on the documentation that she paid for as far as for the LLC to file that paperwork on what it is that you want your business to sit here and be. But once again, entrepreneurship is not for everybody, okay? And for me, it took me a while to really understand the grasp, because coming from somebody that didn't have nothing, I appreciate working a 9 to 5, okay? Is it the easiest thing? No, because of the fact that, yes, you do have more red tape. But being your own business owner is definitely one of those things where you take a risk at, and it does not always pan out like you think it should pan out, especially if you don't have the sound mind or the financial literacy as far as to be able to say, okay, is this going, like, what is the game plan? Like, there has to be some kind of end goal. Is this going to benefit me as far as in my future? Okay, is this actually making me a profit? Is the business being successful? Am I going into the negative, trying to sit here and keep the business afloat? Do I have the finances to sit here and pay other people as far as, that work under me, their income? Or do I have a plan to make sure that those people are always going to sit here and make payroll, so that I don't have to sit here and stress myself out trying to figure out how I'm going to bring the money in if there is no money coming in? Like, being an entrepreneur is not all that is cracked up to be. Not saying that it's not rewarding, but you got to really be a smart businessman or businesswoman in order to be an entrepreneur and own your own business. So while I do respect the fact it's a major flex to say, I'm going to give each and every one of you an LLC with your name attached to it, and that way you can sit here and have a head start in becoming your own business owner, I still can't help but wonder, does everybody in that audience that she gave the LLC to, do they want to become a business owner? And if not so, is it just money wasted? Like, what else can they do with the paperwork? That's what I'm trying to understand, like, I do respect it though. On the flip side, don't get me wrong, I'm not down talking her. I think it's a great thing, especially considering today we have a lot of business owners, people that have really came up during the pandemic, people that have really made a name for themselves, people that really are out here hustling and grinding, trying to sit here and build a better life, especially when you have been raised amongst a minority of people that have not been treated fairly. It's great to see that. But my only thing is that what are the people who are receiving the LLC, what are they going to do with this paper that signifies that they now are that they're an official business owner, rather? That's what I want to know. What will be the next step? Because if entrepreneurship is not for you, then you still got to have a game plan on what you're going to do with your life. So I think that's where the debate comes in. That's where I want to hear other people in the comments comment and really give their input on how they feel about that. Do you feel that entrepreneurship is for everybody? Do you feel that what she did was the best as far as thing to do or action to sit here and take? Okay. Do you feel like that there could have been other things that she could have done as far as with the money, like maybe paid somebody's whatever the fee is when you first apply for college, and you know you have to pay like certain fees to get enrolled and registration fees and all of that. Do you think that the money could have been used elsewhere, especially since she was partnering up with banks, which means that she had the financial support of a bank behind her? Do you think that the money could have been spent as far as in other places, or do you feel that no, she did what she wanted to do, and because of that, every person in that audience is going to be a business owner? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I just want to hear, like I said, I don't feel like it's a right or wrong answer to this. I just, you know, certain things I look at from a different perspective. If it was myself and I was the one receiving this LLC from somebody who I have seen grow their business into a successful $1 million, multi-million-dollar, which I'm sure it has become that of the Slutty Vegan, I would be inspired. And yes, if I did have a business plan in mind of something that I wanted to do as far as being an entrepreneur, so I had to sit here and make sure nobody wasn't breaking in on me. But if I did have something that I wanted to sit here and do as far as being an entrepreneur, I would definitely feel motivated to sit here and even push it a step further, being that somebody has already laid the groundwork for me to sit here and get as far as to the next step, being that now I have an official LLC filed on document, making it official. So let me know what you see here and think in the comments, okay? Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. I believe that we can have a healthy dialogue and debate about something, but I do commend Pinky Cole for sitting here and taking the initiative and doing something different. You know, it's definitely something that I'm anxious to see, and would love to see a 5-year follow-up or update of these people, which I'm sure there will be. Somebody's going to give their testimony of saying that, hey, because of what she did for us, they were able to sit here and make a business out of it and be successful. So I would be interested in seeing what the outcome is and the update later on down in life of these people who received the LLCs. Until next time, my fun incisors, I love you all. Peace.